probably watching my channel because you are interested in the development of the Bazaar, right? Maybe you just can't wait to get your hands on Reynad's new game, or maybe you're interested in game development and the insights they're giving you into how this is all done is absolutely exceptional. Well, no more. Have you ever wondered what the Bazaar would look like without any of their excellent video updates? I know Reynad certainly has. We have had dry spots of content in the past because of an update that was supposed to highlight a good innovation that was taken badly by the wider community, and Reynad closed up, not wanting to share as much. I think the biggest time this happened was when they showed us the huge innovation, which was the asynchronous gameplay and matchmaking, the infinite lobby system as he coined it back then. This had a massive amount of backlash, yet was so good that Super Auto Pets had to immediately copy it, use it themselves, and rise to success. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that puts Reynad on edge. Well, we no longer have to wonder what a Bazaar development will look like without these updates, because we might be entering a content drought like no other. Last week, Roost took to the Bazaar Discord to share an announcement with us. Roost is infamous, I guess, for losing to Bazaar NPCs, but also, maybe more importantly, but probably not, is the Vice President of Marketing and Partnerships at Tempo. And now that Jubin's no longer with us, I think it's basically on Roost to do all of these sort of announcements. We'll see what happens in that space. However, whoever is sharing this information, you should probably be in the main Bazaar Discord so that you get them a week earlier than this video, because I'm not always super quick to put out my thoughts on these comments, and yeah, maybe I'm busy, maybe I don't know what I want to say. In this particular instance, it was a combination of both, so you should definitely join the official Bazaar Discord. There's a link to that down below, as per usual, and while you're there, why not join our community Discord? The link is also down there, so you don't really have to go very far, and it's a nice little safe haven for those of us Bazaar super nerds to chill, talk about builds and theory, and meme about whatever's going on in the main channel. Anyway, on to that announcement. Hey everyone, happy Tuesday. We wanted to give you a quick update on the team and some changes we'll be rolling out. Lots of content usage ahead. We have continued to scale the team across all departments with industry veterans, and are growing fast as we focus on getting to game content complete for the Bazaar. In the same spirit of getting all hands on deck for game content completeness, we'll be putting a hold on some of the video content and frequency with which we've been releasing that in the past. The video content team is focused on building new pieces that will roll out when we're ready to share more. We're super excited for the future, so stay tuned, and thanks as always for being such great patrons of the Bazaar. If you haven't already guessed from this message, and you haven't seen any of his previous communication, Roost is pretty fluent in PR. In fact, I dare say PR is his native tongue, and English is just something he sort of learnt on the side. No, all in all, Roost is a genuinely lovely guy from everything I can tell, but very, very good at talking PR, so there's not an awful lot that we can really pull out of this one. He's done his job well, he knows I'm here, he knows I'm coming for him, so I guess we have to hand it to him for a job well done on this announcement. As we can see, he's been very careful with what he's given us. They're putting on hold some of the video content, and the frequency with which will be altered. That's not saying no, that's not a harsh, we will not be doing this. He's very cautious, very clever. So it's not the end of everything, at least I can't say it's the end of everything, but as much as he's not given us everything, this is where we're going to start extrapolating tone. This is where we're going to dig deeper into this message, and with our context of what's going on in the Bazaar, figure out what this is really saying. So first and foremost, why I think this is coming is probably because it's not doing what it's supposed to. If you think about it, why are they even creating these posts in the first place? These community updates, or rather these development updates, the making of the Bazaar videos, right? They were making them to create a solid fan base. People like me, and probably you, that would advocate for the Bazaar in wider audiences. People who will see in livestream fails someone commenting negatively about the Bazaar and actually reach out and say, hey, actually, there's been some development here, maybe you should take a look at X, or this video, or that video, or my channel, or something to that effect. We are people that will vouch for them. We are people that will basically do their job for them for free. We are the lifeblood of a lot of games, especially early on in their development. But we aren't growing. When was the last time a sort of hardcore Bazaar fan made themselves known in the Discord? Or our Discord? Our Discord certainly hasn't grown anywhere near as much as it did at the beginning. And most of the super hardcore fans are in both. There are some that aren't, and that's perfectly fair. You don't have to join my Discord to be a huge fan of the Bazaar at all. It's just a good measure for me to have, right? If you're so into the Bazaar that you're willing to join 2 Discords, you're probably a super fan. You're probably one of these people, these advocates that they're looking for, and we're not getting any more of those. Conversely, people joining the community in general, we've had a couple of sort of cryptocurrency communities join. There has been a small influx of people, but none of that has really been to do with these videos. That more came from Reynad's videos and Reynad's presence generally in the crypto world. So why are they putting all this time and effort into these videos just to get more information to us, I guess, and no one else? They're not really pulling in anyone else. That's the key thing here. And it's not just the video production team who are spending time on this. Every single one of these videos requires an expert in that field to either write it or be on camera, which is usually how it is. How many videos has Greg been in? Do you think he doesn't have better things to be doing? Reynad has been in the majority of them. Even like Dan we've had in one, Steven we had Eric in a video. These guys all have a lot better things to be doing for the creation of the Bazaar in its final stint. So why not take them off these things and away from video production and put them on some more important key areas? So what do I think that actually means? Well, taking that and the announcement from Roost, I pretty much do think it's going to be the end of at least the Thank God It's Friday TGIF updates. I don't think we're going to be getting many videos from them anywhere in the near future. It's just not really productive for them to do at all. I can definitely see Roost or some of the other community guys working on a video. That's perfectly fine if they think that their efforts aren't best put elsewhere. But I don't see them just drawing away from the important developers and taking some of their time to come and talk to us. That's just not going to happen anymore. However, that isn't necessarily all bad news. We may, first of all, still get some Reynad streams, and those are huge. We are still getting Greg's Tuesday updates, which are equally fun. And while this is a lot of PR speak, the message itself is clear. They are working on the game to get it completed. That means that they're trying to finish the game, as far as I can see. It's all hands on deck, as Roost says, to finish the game, to content complete. That doesn't just mean content team complete, that is the content of the game complete. And I've extrapolated that a little bit, but I can go into why. So, if it's just the content creation team that Roost is speaking for, the video production team, why do I think that the game is getting closer to being completed? Well, first things first, Steven, Greg, Jonathan even, Reynad, Dan, all of those guys have been shipped back off to work on the game, so that's going to speed up at least a little bit. But more importantly, what are the video production team working on? Now, they could be working on some lore videos. A, that would be cool. B, that's probably one thing that they will be working on, but that's not going to be everything they're doing, unless they're actually doing a sort of animated series already, but I don't think we're quite there just yet. I think there'll be some maybe basic lore videos. I'm just guesstimating here. There may also be some sort of like in-game cutscenes or something that the video production team work on. Absolutely fair. That's great. I'd love to see those in-game. The thing I think they're going to be primarily working on, or at least one thing I think they're going to be working on that tells us the most, are tutorials or help videos, which, first things first, if you want help videos that are really relatable and understandable and come from basically you guys, then hello, this channel, we're putting together a full playlist of beginner Bazaar guides, so you should definitely sub to the channel and check those out after this. However, if the Bazaar team themselves are putting together tutorials, they're not going to want to cut any corners. They're going to want to make tutorials of what looks like the finished game. For example, we currently have a tutorial on how the Bazaar day works. We have a tutorial on how Bazaar cards look. If the Bazaar team themselves are going to do any of those, they're going to want to use footage that looks exactly like it is in the endgame. That means any VFX should look like they will in the endgame. Any sort of board positioning and board states will look like how they're going to in the endgame. So even if they're just preparing to make those tutorial videos, that means there are entire segments of the game that are complete. So the moral of the story is we are not going to be getting any sort of video updates for quite a long time. There'll be plenty of content to tide us through. We've had screenshots and such, and stay tuned to the channel for those. But the sort of general consensus is it's all hands on deck, away from pushing content out to us for now, so that they can finish the game, and soon. And so that you are ready for when the game is soon to be released, you definitely need to be caught up with the huge releases we got from Reynad's stream not too long ago. So if you haven't yet caught up with that, you absolutely should. There is so much information in here that it'll get you kickstarted and on your way, so that the next time we get a big reveal, you'll understand everything that's happening.